Here is one of the biggest mistakes I see real estate agents making when it comes to branding. They try to be everywhere all at once. They say they serve an entire metro area, every type of client, and every single price point. And then they wonder why nobody actually remembers them. The truth is, if you want people to instantly think of you when they think about buying or selling a home, you need to dominate one area first. That's what hyperlocal branding is all about. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact hyperlocal strategy that made me the go-to agent in my market and how I eventually expanded into multiple markets while still delivering top-tier service. Hey everyone, I'm Meg Estes, your AZ homegirl, and on this channel, I help real estate agents streamline their systems, attract clients and agents organically, and scale faster with modern marketing strategies and the Wolfpack community at EXP. If you're tired of blending in and want to become the agent everyone instantly thinks of in your market, keep watching because this strategy will completely shift how you brand yourself. So let's be real. When you tell people you cover an entire city like all of Tucson or the entire Phoenix metro, what you're actually saying is you're just like every other agent out there. But when you zoom in and say, I'm the go-to agent for Vail, or I specialize in Oro Valley, suddenly you become memorable. And here's why it works. People want the agent who knows their streets, their schools, their community, not someone spread thin across 20 areas. It's easier to dominate marketing in one zip code than to waste money spreading it across an entire metro. And most importantly, you become the expert faster. You're the name that keeps showing up in the neighborhood Facebook groups, on signs, in mailers, and in YouTube searches. Hyperlocal builds authority. People respect the agent who owns the area. It's easier to build word of mouth when everyone sees you around town. And your marketing dollars go further because you're not trying to cover every single zip code. So, how do you actually pick your hyperlocal market? Start with where you have roots. That might be where you live, where your kids go to school, or even where you spend most of your free time. For me, that was Vail. I've lived here, raised my kids here, and been part of this community for years. That gave me the inside perspective that buyers and sellers want. Step one is to look at your personal connection. People feel authenticity. Check your turnover rates. Is there enough sales activity to build a business? Look at all of the demand. Are people Googling or searching for that community? Here's a hint. If people are asking about schools or commute times, there is demand. You also want to make sure it aligns with your goals. If you want families, pick family-heavy communities. If you want luxury, pick higher-end neighborhoods. Once you've chosen your area, the next step is building your presence. And here's where hyperlocal branding becomes very powerful, because it's not about saying, I'm an agent here. It's about showing up consistently until people can't ignore you. And here's how I did it. I started posting community updates, everything from local events to school highlights to neighborhood market reports. I connected with local business owners and featured them. For example, you could do the local coffee shop that everybody knows. You do a video with them, and the video can bring you more recognition than any open house ad that has ever been run. I also leaned into social media. On Instagram and YouTube, I didn't just post real estate, I posted about living in Vail, schools, restaurants, the lifestyle, all the things that people actually care about. Make your content searchable. Living in Vail, Arizona is what people actually type out. Don't just post stats, post the lifestyle. Consistency beats creativity. Being the agent who shows up over and over matters more than one-time viral video. Now, let's talk branding. This is where it all comes together. Your branding should scream your area. Use the name of the neighborhood or zip code in your materials. For me, I built around your AZ homegirl. That gave me flexibility because while I started by dominating Vail, I knew one day I'd want to expand. And here's the caveat. Hyperlocal doesn't mean you're stuck forever. Once you've established yourself as the expert in one market, you can expand. And that's exactly what I did. I now work in both Tucson and Greater Phoenix areas. And the reason why I'm able to do that confidently is because I partnered with eXp and the Wolfpack. My brokerage gives me the tools, the support, and the partners I need to serve both markets at a very high level. So even though I dominate in my hyperlocal area, I can also serve clients in Phoenix, and I can do it without sacrificing service. And because I've lived in both markets, I bring a unique perspective that clients really do value. So let's recap. Hyperlocal branding works because it makes you memorable. You're no longer just another agent in the city. You're the agent for that community. Start by choosing your area, build your presence with consistent, authentic content, brand yourself around that neighborhood until you're the name everybody knows. And once you've established that foundation, that's when you can expand. That's when you can take your brand broader, like I did, moving from Vail into Greater Tucson and then into Phoenix, while still giving clients the same top-tier service thanks to the partnership and tools I have at eXp and with the Wolfpack. Hyperlocal is how you dominate today, and it's the launch pad that lets you scale tomorrow. If you want to build your hyperlocal brand and start attracting clients instead of chasing them, just give me a shout and I will send you my free branding guide, and my number is in the description. And if you're an agent looking for systems and support to scale into multiple markets, like I did, we should connect. I'd love to show you how the Wolfpack community and eXp have made that possible for me.